every time.
Mr. Luke loves the camera. So I'm going to give you guys a nice little summer home tour. This past week I shared on the blog our Peaches and Weeds home tour, and it was using what you already have since we can't 100% shop yet tomorrow in New Jersey. But today I want to show you a little bit of what we've done. Things have changed a little bit since the tour because things do die. So right now we're outside on the porch. It was just a beautiful 75-degree day here. We're actually about to welcome a few photographers in. They're going to be here doing a photo shoot. So the house is really clean, and best time to invite you guys in. So say hi when you pop in. Hubby is doing the filming so I could show you guys around. If you have any questions about anything, where something's from, or anything, please ask away and let us know where you're watching from. And don't forget to share this with a friend. As I like to say, sprinkle the love. Okay, so here we have some beautiful lavender on each side of my door. Of course, I needed some lavender. So tomorrow on the blog, I'll be sharing the whole landscaping from Home Depot. So I can't wait to show you guys that. But I'm going to take you on in. This front door, I get a lot of questions about. The color is called Buffet Gray by Benjamin Moore, and it was just a beautiful blue color. And then you come on into our entryway. So if you're new around here, you might not be familiar with what we've done here in the entryway, but we've added like picture frame molding, and we did this beautiful technique with Pure and Original, their paint, which is called a lime fresco paint, and it kind of gives this like old world feel to our walls. Liking the European farmhouse style, it was something that I really craved, and I kind of love the moodiness of this space too. Even though it's all neutrals, it has this moody vibe. We have brass sconces, and I did this beautiful gallery wall, which I actually want to add more to as I find more pieces. I recently added these two, and these are both from my curated line from Shop Vintage Supply. I have these up on the blog, and you can order these prints for your home. This girl is called Dancer, and she just has this modern little sketch feel. And then we have our French lady over here. Actually, this is our European lady right here, and she's moody and she's super cool. I love it. I moved the coat. I had a coat rack here. I moved it just to give it more space for the summer. We're not using it, and that's pretty much it for our entryway. We have wide plank wood floors here. I get a lot of questions on them, and we chose this because we really wanted our house to still feel warm and inviting and kind of have that old world European feel. So when you walk in, I'm not gonna show the kids' rooms, but I will show you our powder room. And this I get a lot of questions on too. It's a very hard room to photograph, but she's one of my favorite rooms. It feels very me in here. We used barn wood to make the sink, and that is a hammam that we made into a sink. And in here, I just recently added those prints in here. The top guy is called The Artist, and that's part of my curated line also from Shop Vintage Supply, which is on my blog. So if you're looking for any type of vintage prints, you can find them over there. And I love this kind of really modern, like, sphere light here. This is just one of my favorites, and I get a lot of questions on this mirror. This is an antique find that I actually got for free. And this guy too, this was a vintage find too. I got this in Nashville's flea market when I went a couple years ago to visit my friend Brooke. So, all right, so we're gonna come on this way. And off of our entryway is our dining room. So our dining room is in the center of the house. It isn't my favorite location for our dining room, but it's just what worked when we did our renovation. But for summer, we kept things really simple, and I actually shared this over on my home healing group this past week. So it's a free group that I have on Facebook. I share a new live video every week to inspire people to be creative in their homes. And so here what we did is I decorated with lemons. So this is a great way to add summer decor for free. Well, not free, but cheap. because you're going to end up using them anyway for your recipes. So just get a glass cloche and put your lemons underneath. Just add a little pop of purple in here in this crock, and you know, I just styled it with some white linens, which is also a really great way to add summer decor, is using linens that you have that are either white or neutral, so it just brings that nice brightness to the home. And then over here, I wanted to share this because I really didn't get a great photo of this on the blog this week, but I redid our little cabinet here, and I just love this because it feels very French to me. I love having everything on display, and I think that there's a nice balance between keeping everything on display and having it look sloppy and having it look neat but still feel cluttered, if that makes any sense. So I wanted it to feel cluttered but neat, and so it was starting to feel cluttered and not neat, and so I redid this, and what I did was I picked everything out that didn't feel summery. So I just left like white dishes. I decided to use like all of the silver patina, all of that, rather than doing brass. And I had Christmas dishes in here, so I cleaned that out. I added like some more silver here, and then my summer tour is called Peaches and Weeds, and so I added some weeds. So that's a great way to add some summery touches if you are not running to the store right now and maybe you don't have a fresh cut flower garden in your backyard. Shop your neighborhood, and these were down the street and I chopped them and put them in here. So they're looking a little bit sad. They're probably ready to go, but I love that they add a little bit of green and they're kind of cool still. So off of our dining room, I'm going to take you guys into, well, I guess I could share the pantry real quick because the light's on and it's decently.
What's the office?
What's that?
Office?
No, the office is a disaster. You don't want to see the office.
We're going in the office later.
No, we're not.
Yeah, sneak peek by me.
So our pantry, which is off of our dining room and off of our kitchen, it's an L-shaped pantry. I get a lot of questions about where it is when people see pictures of it. So how we designed the home, I really wanted a walk-in pantry, and so this we actually stole from the original garage space and bumped out our garage so we could have this space. And I just love, you know, same thing in here for summer. I kept to really white. I mean, that's kind of neat anyway, but I wanted to keep it bright, so I took anything out that felt either too cluttered or too dark for the space. And the copper pans are always a must. And this guy here, this is a new staple in my house. So just dried flowers. I love this little pedestal, which I got $5 at a flea market last year. And then my patina silver plates, which I get questions how this is hung, and we just use command strips, and that's it. That's how they're up there. Okay, so from here we will go to our kitchen. So it's changed a little bit because some of my flowers had died last week, and I made a peach galette this week, so our peaches are gone too. So it's not really a peaches and weeds tour anymore, but that's okay. So it's clean, and that's what I wanted to share today. So here on the island, I just had this little vignette. Very simple. Also, just pick some, you know, plants from the neighborhood. I added this cute little tomato here and some white dishes. So white dishes, white linens, all great ways to add a summery feel to your home. You know, I love having just this big bowl here, and I just drape this linen tea towel coming out of it. I love that. And for the rest of the kitchen, you know, sticking with the white plates, I added some white roses from the garden over here. And then here, I actually really want to show this, Dan. So I redid our shelves, and I just got this new peach print. I don't know if you can see that from. This is also from my line from Shop and Supply. I'm in love with these peaches, and it looks so real. This is the printed one, so there's two options. You can either do a print or a download. I 100% recommend doing the printed because the quality of the print, it looks like a real vintage painting from here. I just love it. And then I just kind of played off the colors that are in there. You know, the peaches feel a little terracotta, so I brought my terracotta piece out here, the blacks, and then of course the creams and the whites and the woods. So kind of my classic. We'll show the rest of the kitchen, and then we'll go to the laundry room. So here I had peaches. Like I said, I made a peach galette this week, and so I just tossed some apples out here. But this is like a nice little way to display some more fruits. Just a great way for summer to bring that summer home tour. Use fruits and vegetables, things that are summery. So add peaches, add lemons or oranges, anything like that that feels very summery is a really great way to add summer feel to your kitchen. Okay, so here's kind of basic. Basically, nothing's changed here. You know, just some staples in the kitchen if this is your first time watching. So, you know, I love my knife rack. This is just a great way to decorate your walls. I love my crocks with all the wood, so I just love that. It feels very European farmhouse. Our brass pot holder. And then here, this is one of my favorite pieces, our vintage dish rack. You know, this is kind of always looks this way, white dishes, mugs, all of that. And then over here, you're doing a great job, honey.
Trying.
So this is my French lady. I just added her. You might have caught her on my Instagram. And she is, I just love her. She's also in my collection from Shop Vintage Supply. Now I had her printed on a canvas from Costco, and then we built the frame ourselves. Really easy. I have the tutorial on the blog, and I just love her in this little spot. And here's a little secret. She covers my light switch.
Yeah, it's very functional.
Not practical, but I don't care. This is the other side of the pantry, so you can see it from the other side. You know, keeping it pretty simple and clean. And that's it for the kitchen, pretty much, for our summer tour. I'll show you guys the living room really quickly. We really didn't do much in the living room for summer. What I just did was I picked some roses from the garden and put that in a cute little glass vase. I have my Fleur and Flame candle burning. So this is, if you're not familiar with our candle subscription line that we launched in April, Fleur and Flame is our French candle line, and you get a new candle every month, and it's $29, no shipping. It is just a great little treat to treat yourself. I love it. I always have it burning. I probably could use 3 a month because I burn candles like crazy. But every month it's a new scent, and the scent is kind of what that month should feel like. So this one's driftwood and amber, and next month we have English rose garden. So it's going to feel like grandma's garden in your home. I'm so excited for that. And then what we did, I added one of my other prints from Shop Vintage Supply on our frame TV, and it's just grazing cows, which feels very summery and simple. And then I kind of just left my shelves. They're very neutral. I left them. The black, I recently painted that, if you haven't caught it. And it feels a little dark for summer, which is kind of my one hang up on it. So I considered repainting it. I just don't feel like painting right now, but I think I might paint it back to a lighter color just because it does feel very dark in here. But that's it. We kind of kept things simple. I did these like Turkish pillow covers in just these creams. And then I have my asparagus fern here, which I got from a local garden center, and I love that. So just brings that nice pop of green to the living room space. All right, so I guess the last thing we'll show is our laundry room. So off of our kitchen is our laundry room, potting room, mudroom. I kind of call it all these things because this part of the area is like my potting room, mudroom. You know, we have our bench here. I keep like our terracotta pots and things that I use for our garden or indoor plants. This is like our sink that we use for, it's always dirty because we're either washing paintbrushes, watering our flowers. It's kind of my sink that I water all my my plants from inside in here, my house plants. I get questions about this guy too. What is this? This is my fig tree. I love it, and it's just like, I love my fig tree. So it hangs out in here. I've tried putting it outside. It doesn't seem to do well outside because it adjusts it so well to in here, and this room gets so much sun. But then I want to show you my new favorite thing that we just added. You might have saw this the other day. We just added this vertical shiplap wall, and it hasn't been painted yet, but I just love the way it feels in here. It's such a great way to add a little bit of character to any space in your home. And this wall was just feeling so naked, and it needed something. And this was just such an easy, not crazy expensive way. And it took us like less than 2 hours to put up the other day. It was so simple. We got the shiplap at Home Depot. It's primed, so which is good, so it doesn't have those little like jellies in it. So this is so easy. So once I paint it, you know, it'll be easy. You won't have those knocks showing through. And that's kind of it. I mean, this is, you know, I added my little terracotta pots here on this little rack, and we keep our windows open, and it's just such a beautiful day, not super hot here, so it's like the perfect day to have our windows open and just kind of enjoy our home. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I would so appreciate you sharing this, and I hope that I've inspired you to get your homes ready for summer, and that you don't have to go shopping. You can use what's at home, you know, and you can switch up your artwork, like adding peaches in your kitchen, or you know, have a great candle burning and all of that to bring summer vibes into your home, and just enjoy it. You know, we're home right now. You have to enjoy home, and we certainly have been enjoying it as much as possible. Just making experiences while we're here.
Question from Elisa
Sure.
about the floors in the laundry room. What kind of floors they are?
So our floors are cement tiles, and these are from Avalon Flooring, and they are, I just fell in love with them because they have that old world texture. I mean, cement tiles have been around forever, so they've been in all European countries and everything, so I really wanted them in my house. They're not the most practical. You have to seal them. Ours have gotten a few stains. I'm not the practical blogger over here, so there's nothing I do that's super practical, but I still love it. It's worth it for me. What we did though, we did not grout our tiles, and I personally love it like that because I just felt like, I don't know, I felt like I could almost see it like being outside because it's in a mudroom. Maybe if I had this in a kitchen, I wouldn't do that so much, but I almost wanted it to feel like it could be like an outdoor patio space. So we just did the gray and white, and we got them from Avalon Flooring, and we just absolutely love them.
All right, very good.
All right, you guys, so have a wonderful Sunday, and thanks so much for watching.